All right, welcome everybody. Today's video finds us over here in Tonburi. We're just off the Chao Phraya River, and I've been wanting to see this for quite a little while, and I came over here today to see it. So we're gonna check out one of the coolest things in Bangkok, and it has a lot of Thai history. And as you can see right behind me is the Santa Cruz Church. And this is a church that dates back to the 1769. And what it is the Portuguese were allocated a little piece of land over here by King Taksin after the fall of Ayutthaya. And the Portuguese settled in this area. They built a church, and it's since been renovated several times. The Portuguese that were here were kind of displaced by Chinese that settled in here, intermarried, and more Chinese immigrants came over here and everything else. So we're going to look at this church, and then we're going to walk around and look at the kind of the little community and stuff like that. So here is the Santa Cruz Church. It is really nice. Now I believe it was renovated the last time in like 1989. So it's been freshly painted, all of that, you know, and it's been completely renovated several times. And you can see here, it's closed right now. They're on Sundays, they only do the mass. Okay, so what this area is famous for, it has all these like historic houses, and they have a lot of the Portuguese food that's been passed down from generation to generation. So we're gonna go and see if we can get some and try some of this Portuguese Thai food out. So let's see what we Right here is the Kudee Jean Soy 2, and it says it's some of the Portuguese authentic food. So right down this little alley, looks like a little kitchen. Portuguese food by Chris. So they have the steamed chicken, crispy sausage, chicken stew, teriyaki chicken, roast pork with potato, chicken macaroni with tomato sauce. So that's what's on the menu. So it says here, Thai Portuguese generation since 1769. Okay, so this is pretty nice. So here's the menu over here. And this just looks like her house, and this is the little restaurant. Okay, so this is the lunch right down here. This is chicken stew. Looks pretty nice, has some carrots and some potatoes. Some places have it with the bread down here, but we got it with the rice. And then this is the Portuguese pork with the potatoes. And it looks really, really, really fantastic. So we're gonna eat this and we'll walk around a little bit more. All I can say is, wow, that food was fantastic. So I was into it for about 170 baht. So that's not too bad. And wow, that food was really good. And the lady that ran the place was really nice. She said it's not original Portuguese because it's like a combination of Thai and Chinese and Portuguese. I mean, you have to use the ingredients that they have. Plus the descendants that settled in this area, the Portuguese, you know, they were kind of replaced by Chinese and intermarried and all of that, and they have to use what products are available. Okay, so we're gonna walk down through some of the community, and we're going to look at some of the houses and businesses and stuff. Okay, so this little snack here has the flour, and it has like a chili in it, so it'll be a little spicy. This one here has the potato, and this one is the taro, and this is the khanom pharang. There's like 3 in the little sack, and then this is the big khanom pharang. Now this is like a fruit. It has a fruit in it right here. These are the raisins, and this has like a little vegetable, and these are the pineapple tarts. So I think we're gonna get 3 for 3 for 100 baht. Okay, so this is what we got. We got the small little khanom pharang, we got the pineapple tart, and the big khanom pharang. Yeah, this is a fantastic little area. So this is pretty cool. This is actually her house. You can see the Last Supper right above the door, and then it has the wooden doors. And it has more of these little, just tiny little soys. This is soy 6 that just goes down to somewhere. And then it has soy 9 over here. And it has a little bit of the murals on the wall. You can see the black mold growing and stuff. But check out those houses. They're just 2-story wooden houses down here. You know, this community was settled in 1769 after the fall of Ayutthaya. So there's been just generation after generation living down here. And they have little kitchens, their little businesses, everything. But it's really cool. And they've added, since you got these power lines, everything else. So back in the day, this would have been quite cool. Have these little tiny narrow sois, and then check out these wooden houses. So people have been living here for generations. And then you have a little restaurant here, the Ban Suko Tong. Looks like it has some of the Portuguese food also. It can't be any better than the place we had for lunch because that was absolutely fantastic. Okay, so here we go. This is called the Window. Looks like they have some homemade ice cream, lemonade, some of the little snacks. And you can see it just has a little wooden house. They have a balcony up there. So let's go in here. There's some ladies over here eating some ice cream. So here we go. So it looks like they have some coffee, tea, beverages, toast, and some homemade ice cream. Oh, this looks like the menu is in Thai. We'll figure this out. Looks like it's 40 baht for a little cup. All right, so we got some little blueberry ice cream. So we're gonna try it out. This looks nice. It's kind of cool. A lot of the Thais are in here, getting ready to buy some. So here's the Kudee Chin House Museum. Looks like they have a coffee shop and stuff here also. They have a little shrine right here built into the cinder block wall. So it's the Descendants Museum here. Oh, that's cool. You got seen a couple of the little Portuguese flags and stuff. And they have a coffee shop. And they have looks like maybe a map of the area. Kind of an interesting door to their house. It's right across the way from the museum. All right, let's go to the museum and see what they have. It says they have some old photos and looks like they have a gift shop and stuff here with the coffee shop. Okay, so the museum is free to go up. And it's kind of funny, they have a little data plate down here saying that this house was Uncle Pong's house, is what it says. And they completed this house in 1936 at a cost of 1,000 Thai baht. Which at the time that was a lot of money, but I mean if you think 1,000 Thai baht today, that's like $30 US. So that was, but in 1920 money, probably more like $10,000 or something. So they have just a little free museum. This is just a community thing, and it talks about how the Portuguese have been here for 500 years in Thailand and Siam. Now there's a Portuguese settlement in Ayutthaya that's worth taking a look at. It's just the old church that they've dug up, and they actually have the bodies and stuff like that that are down, that they buried them in the floor. Kind of the European style. They used to bury the dead bodies in the floor of the church. So this is the Church of the Dominican Order, first Catholic church in Siam. Yeah, this is pretty interesting. Some of the stuff that they used to trade. And the fall of Ayutthaya. It looks like it has another floor here. And then Ayutthaya after the destruction. This is kind of an interesting map right here. The old map of Tonburi whenever they first moved the capital over here in 1767. So this fort's still here on the river. You can still see it. So this was all a Chinese community, Malaysian, Lao. Pretty interesting. So this is up on the third story here. They have some cool pictures. Ayutthaya burning while King Taksin is escaping from the former capital as the Burmese were destroying it. So this is pretty cool. This is the first one of the Santa Cruz churches. This is a mock-up of the second iteration of it. And then this is what it looks like now. It's the third iteration of that church. There's quite a bit in this museum. It's quite interesting. They have some like timelines talking about the Portuguese influence, the fall of Taksin to Rama I, how the Portuguese guards tried to protect him. And then they have some of the the old tools. They have money. They have all kinds of stuff here. The spices. Now the Portuguese that were here, they were fluent in Portuguese as well as Thai, or they called it Siamese at the time. So they were interpreters. They were also skilled like navigators. So some of them were in charge of their boats. They were medics, and they were also highly educated. So they were put in charge of a lot of the construction programs that they had going on. Here's a old style fabric press and cinema and all the stuff that they would trade. Yeah, this is a great little museum for being just here in this old house. And this right here is how I used to grate the coconuts. And garlic, all kinds of stuff. So this is pretty cool. Up here on the top of that little museum, this is the 3rd story. You can see the Chao Phraya River over there. And this is the whole community. You can see all the tin roofs. Check out that house over there. So it has like the morning sun, like the rising sun style on the front of the gable. Just wooden. The roofs are kind of just that corrugated tin. You can see the church and then the skyscrapers and everything. And then over here, this is Wat Galien. This is a Rama 3 temple. Has the largest Buddha in Bangkok inside of it. And then some more of these communities. So this here just basically used to be swampland whenever this was first settled. The river would overflow, and then they've since built levees and stuff like that to keep the river out. But check out the Chao Phraya. Look at all those boats out there. So in the old days, there would have just been boats everywhere on it, because that would have been the majority of the traffic. Everybody would use the rivers and canals to get around. Yeah, this whole area is quite cool. That little museum was fantastic. There was a lot of little data plates. Most of it had an English translation, so you can read a lot about this community, the French influence, the Portuguese, Lao, Cambodia, Vietnamese, everybody. And you learn about the King Taksin, Rama I, and the history of the church, and just fantastic. They had a lot of old pictures and all of that. So let's walk around here a little bit more, and then we'll call it quits for the day. Here's another one of the wood style houses. Oh, and this is pretty interesting. Has the little statue, has a thatched roof house here, has paintings over there on the wall, has a water fountain, stuff like that. And you can see this from up above that little museum. You can see that rising sun gable on that wooden house. Now you can see the Thais would be down here doing the Instagram. Check this out. Has the wooden shutters, has this kind of like little arch with the flowers, and then more of the little narrow roads. They have an advertisement there for the Kanom Farang. Farang means foreigner, and so it's a foreigner snack. So the Kanom Farang is quite a bit different. Usually you'll see like the Phoi Thong and stuff on it. And this kind of the Kanom Farang reminds me of the dessert you get over in Tonburi, because there was quite a bit of the Portuguese influence over there also. More of these wooden houses. Yeah, this is just like a little maze down here. You can see this house here. Just all the wood. And they have it down here on the lower part that is the concrete. So this here is a traditional Thai house. It's 100-year-old. So they have some pictures of the inside of the house. It's closed up. I don't know if it's kind of a little museum or you can do a little tour, but it looks fantastic on the inside. And then top of the doorway. You got a big old cat over here. Yeah, this whole area is spectacular. You see all the little Portuguese stuff hanging up. And it's all a fusion between Chinese, Thai, and Portuguese. I mean, all the languages I don't hear anybody speaking Chinese. Everybody's speaking Thai. But you know, after this many years, everybody would obviously be raised speaking Thai. And some more little houses. All the wooden shutters. I've seen these trees before. I don't know exactly what kind it is. All right, which way to go? You can go either way. Go that way or go this way. We'll go over here. Oh, this house actually looks abandoned. See some vines growing. Over here is a guy with a little mini mart. Yeah, it looks like it's abandoned. I can see stuff, and it's right next to the river. So this place probably really floods when the river gets high. More of the houses. Yeah, this is spectacular. So this looks like they have their restaurant right down here. The advertisement on the wall. And that is, it looks like it has the gapawa type stuff with the little chili. It's right here on Soi 6. So this is the Chao Phraya River. And it looks like they're actually redoing the whole pier here in front of the church. And you can see here that they have it all tore up and where it's been flooded. So they got quite a bit to do here to get it to where it's working again. And then you got some more of the houses over there. So we're just about out of the little honeycombed area. We're right next to the church again. So you can't really get lost, you just kind of wander around in there a little bit. Okay, so let's take one more look at this church. So this is the third iteration of it. The first one, seeing that little model of it, it was just a little tiny building with a bamboo roof and all of that. There's just so much history in this area. This is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, between the Thai history interlocked with the Portuguese and the Chinese and everybody that's came to this area, this is really fantastic. And so there's the church, and then the Kudee Jean community is just right next to it. All right, guys, so that finishes up our video here at this historic church. This was really fantastic. I really enjoyed this. I never came down here before, and I guess I was really missing out. I didn't know too much about it, and I didn't realize how cool this whole area is. I'm planning on coming back. I'll come back another day, and I'll go and I'll show you what this church looks like on the inside. Have to get over here at either 6 in the morning or 6 in the evening and do the mass. That's the only times it's open. But we got to see the community today. We got to go, and that food was fantastic. If you come here, go eat some of that food. It is, I can't even say how good it is. And then it got some of the little snacks, had some of that ice cream, and we got to see some of the old buildings and look through that museum. So this was a good afternoon to do. Just come over here. There's Thais all over the place. We talked to a lady. She said that there's a few like foreign tourists, but right now mostly it's Thais that are down here. They're coming down here and they're learning a little bit about the heritage and all of that of this community. Plus they're taking pictures for Instagram and doing all the normal stuff that Thais do. So anyway, if you like this video, click like and subscribe. If you're new to my channel, if this is your first time here, this is the kind of videos that I do. I just walk around and I show you things that I see, things that are interesting to me, and I do videos of it. Nothing fancy. I'm just a guy with a camera, and I walk around and tell you what I see and what I think. And if you like that kind of stuff, then this is the right place for you. And if you want to know something more, if I forgot to say something, leave me a comment, ask me a question, or if you want me to go make a video of somewhere else, tell me that also, and I'll do my best. So as always, guys, remember, like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. And remember, life is a journey. Until next time, enjoy.